Hello, my name is Bohana's Art, or that's what I go by, for my craft of painting. That was really awkward. I'm not filming another intro though, so oh well. Today we're gonna talk you through some of my series that I've done so far this year. I've done or started 2 different series, well I guess more than that, 3 technically, because I also just released my version of hellllooooooos. They're called Ladidus, and they are found on my website, which you can find in my descriptions, usually in my videos, because I don't think I can put a link in my little bio just yet, but it's there. Anyway, so I'm just going to walk you through my trauma series that I did, and my Face Among Things series that I've done. So let's just hope that we can get through it in a timely manner, because I only have like 10 minutes left on my SD card. So, first trauma painting I did, let's start with, I did a trauma series. Just like many people on this earth, I have unfortunately dealt and seen trauma happen. Not only like I've seen trauma happen to other people as well as happen to myself. And because right now I'm not really going to therapy or anything, and I'm just kind of like, well, what do I wanted to write a book or something, but it doesn't feel like the time of my life right now to write a book. So I decided, why don't I just paint out little vague depictions of my trauma. So I'm not going to take them out of their bags because I'm trying to be a good artist and keep them nice, and I don't have any varnish right now. So anyway, this is the first one. I still have not put anything on the back. That's very unusual for me, but this one was really hard for me to do. So hopefully you can see it. There's not like too much of a glare. But basically this is called Left Without It, and it's a depiction of like a shadow man, creature, guy, human, among the grass. And I like to leave my paintings and art up for interpretation because I think it's really cool if other people can like feel or see from them or out of them. However, I just got a flashback to like making presentations for school, and I feel like I'm giving that, so sorry if I'm coming off, I don't know, I think I'm overthinking. There's a squirrel in the yard, my cat's looking at something. Okay, anyway, so basically, I'm just going to tell you the real meaning of this painting, and if you don't want to know if it ruins the painting for you, then please don't listen to it. You can scroll you can skip like 20 seconds in the future, starting now. Okay, so basically, I got my virginity, well, the first time I ever had sex, so I was a virgin, that's what they call that. I was raped, so hopefully I did that in 20 seconds. Anyway, enough talking about that, I suppose, because I think I said 20 seconds and then I literally used up that entire 20 seconds. So yeah, but it was in a field, if you listen to that 20-second part. Hopefully it was 20 seconds, but yeah, so that's why the grass. There was also a police officer not too far away, and I had screamed, so it's really weird that no one came. So my second painting that I finished, which I have written down, is bean soup. So there is a bar of ivory soap, a cat, carrots, kidney beans, white northern beans, a neon car, carrots, and of course the soup itself. So again, I'm going to explain the real meaning of this. If you don't want to know, that's fine. It is traumatic. That's the whole point of a trauma series. The ivory soap, well, first of all, the bean soup was something that my family and I ate a lot when I was a kid. My mom apparently really liked bean soup. We all, as I remember, hated it. I certainly did, but we would have a huge pot of it in the fridge for like 2 weeks at a time, and that was what we would eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Of course, we would go to school sometimes, so like that wasn't always the case, but yeah, usually a big pot of bean soup meant you're eating nothing but bean soup. We were very poor. Okay. The third one in the series is called Roof Over Your Head. And this one I actually kind of dig because it's giving like a dreamscapey vibe. Basically there's a fire, but it's not lit, and like the logs are really shitty. There's a chimney, but like no smoke, so obviously not warm. The sky and everything is blue outside. There's green grass, but there's just this like shell of a house, like an old abandoned house. And basically this trauma series, my cat sees my reflection. Basically this trauma series was, or that painting anyway, was basically about all the threats I would get, that my mom would be like, well, I'm giving you a roof over your head, and she really thought that that was enough to give a child. She didn't really know how to raise children, nor did she like them. So anyway, this is not part of the trauma series, but I am going to give it a little shout out because I don't think it gets enough recognition, and I'm probably never going to sell it, just like the trauma series originals. So eventually I'll make those into prints. But this is in honor of my brother, who, I didn't even explain all of the bean soup. I just realized that. Okay, hold on. So the rest of the bean soup, the ivory soap, is because of my mom tried to put soap in my mouth because I told her that my dad called me a bitch. And then, like, I repeated the word, I guess. That was the problem. I don't know. Whatever. And then there's a cat because my mom also punished me for running away. I did not run away. Disclaimer. She punished me and my best friend, who had ran away. We didn't run away. She made us watch a kitten die. So, and the car is because I saw the crash that killed my brother, and that was the car he drove. Okay, speaking of my brother, this is the painting I did on his death anniversary, and in honor of him. So now there's a hair in it, so that's gonna annoy the shit out of me. Oh, it's not in there, it's on top. But so that's in honor of Travis. Okay, so now for the second series. Hopefully we're still going. Okay, the light's still blinking, so yes. So this is my Face Among Things series, and this was a new technique I tried out where I put basically paint or whatever mixture of different colors of paint into a Ziploc bag and used it as a piping bag to make faces, one-line faces essentially. So the first one in this series was a face among the flowers. And this one was my first one I ever did. I had a different idea for these flowers when I did them, but then I was like, no, we're gonna make this cool. And this by far is probably my favorite face that I have done in the whole series. So mistakes sometimes are amazing. Okay, so next is a face among nothing. And basically I had drawn blobs of watercolor paint, which is what's here, and I depicted where I thought I saw some facial features, and then I drew them out with the piping bag technique. So that's how we got a face among nothing. And then we got another, this is my second favorite, a face among the water. And these are all available, by the way. All of these originals are available. This, I was trying to figure out how to draw or paint realistic water. I didn't get it down, but I did get to use it for this really cool purpose, and I think he's looking like a swamp man or swamp creature. Doesn't have to be a man. Okay. Then we have a face among the clouds, and this is actually an oil technique. I did oil base clouds, and then I did acrylic over top. So even this gray that you see on the undertones, if you can see that, are oil. And then of course we got the top, and this one glows in the dark. So, very cool. Then we have the last one, which was a face among the fig frame. So this frame looks kind of like a fig, so that's why it's called that. But this was really fun. I did this all in one day. This was the only one that was achieved all in one day. All the other ones had like drying processes and different things I had to do to them, but this guy was made in one day. I was really proud of him, and he is really cool looking. I don't know, I like him. He's kind of giving monkey, but yeah, he's cool. So anyway, are we still going? Yes, we're still going. While I still have time, I wanted to just give you guys a tiny little quick rundown of the fact that why I'm trying to go to Australia. I feel like I have hit it before in my introduction video, but I feel like maybe more people will see this video, so I just want to kind of say what the whole goal of this channel is. The goal of this channel is to sell art, to promote my art, so that I may sell all my art, and please allow me, universe, to live in Australia. I don't have any astrocartography lines, which is astrology. Sorry if I lost you, but whatever. I'm a little bit woo-woo. So all my astrocartography lines are in Australia, and none of them are in the United States. I've had a really hard life here, and I'm not saying that I want to escape to Australia because I think I'd have a better life there, even though I kind of am saying that. I'm really saying that I want to see, I want to literally be the proof if astrocartography is real. I want to be the